So hi students, good morning. This is M.V. Kishore, working as a physics lecturer in Vignan College. So we are discussing the topic motion in a straight line. So in the last section, we have seen some definitions like uniform speed, uniform velocity, non-uniform speed, non-uniform velocity. And now let us move on to the next discussion. So in this section, we will discuss what is average speed, average velocity, and some formula regarding average velocity and average speed. And we will see acceleration and uniform, non-uniform accelerations. So let us see what is average speed. So we know the formula for speed as distance by time. So average speed is nothing but average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So this is the formula for average speed. Average speed is equal to total distance by total time. So from this only we are saying the definition. So average speed is defined as the total distance divided by the total time interval taken. So average speed is defined as the total distance divided by the total time interval taken. So if we consider S1, S2, S3, S1, S2, S3 and so on, Sn are the distances traveled in the time intervals T1, T2, T3 and so on, Tn, then you get average speed is equal to so S1 plus S2 and so on plus Sn divided by T1 plus T2 and so on plus Tn. And this can be written as in a sigma notation as sigma Si as I is equal to 1 to n divided by sigma Ti as I is equal to 1 to n. So this is the formula for average speed. So average speed is defined as the total distance divided by the total time interval taken. So now let us see what is average velocity. And we know the formula for velocity as displacement by time. So average velocity is nothing but so total displacement by total time. So the definition is defined from this formula only. So average velocity is nothing but the total displacement traveled divided by total time interval taken. So it is defined as the total displacement divided by the total time interval taken. If R1, R2, etc. Rn are the displacements in the time intervals T1, T2, etc. Tn, then we get the average velocity as the average is equal to R1 plus R2 and so on plus Rn divided by T1 plus T2 and so on plus Tn, and can be written as in sigma notation as sigma Ri, for I is equal to 1 to n divided by sigma Ti, for I is equal to 1 to n. So this is average speed. So this is defined as the total displacement divided by the total time interval taken. And the instantaneous velocity is defined as the velocity of a body at a particular instant So this is about the instantaneous velocity. The velocity of a body at a particular instant is called as instantaneous velocity, and this is denoted by velocity instant is equal to limit of delta r by delta t as delta t tends to 0, or this can be written as dr by dt. Similarly, instantaneous speed is also the speed of a body at a particular instant of time, and like that the instantaneous velocity is also nothing but the velocity of a body at a particular instant of time is called as the. So this is about instantaneous velocity. So it is nothing but the velocity of a body at a particular instant of time. So it is denoted by v instant is equal to limit of delta r by delta t as delta t tends to 0, or can be written as dr by dt. Then what is the difference between average velocity and instantaneous velocity? So the instantaneous velocity tells us about the velocity of a body at a particular instant of time, whereas the average velocity is nothing but it gives the average of the total journey. So that is the main difference between average velocity and instantaneous velocity. So once again, let us see, average velocity is nothing but the total displacement traveled divided by the total time interval taken, and the instantaneous velocity is nothing but the velocity of a body at a particular instant of time. Now we will see some concept related to the objective regarding average velocity and average speed. So let us see some formula regarding average velocity and average speed. So when a body travels the distances of s1, s2, etc., sn, the time intervals t1, t2, etc., and ten, then the average speed is nothing but so total distance by total time. So this is equal to s1 plus etc. sn divided by t1 plus t2 and so on plus tn. This can be written as sigma si. So of course I is equal to 1 to n divided by sigma ti. And if we consider t1 is equal to t2 is equal to tn, which is equal to t, let us say, then this average speed becomes equal to s1 plus x2 plus etc. sn by so t plus up to n times t. So this can be written as s1 plus s2 etc. plus sn by nt, or this can be written as sigma si by nt. So this is a formula whenever a body travels a distance of s1, s2, sn in time intervals t1, t2, etc. tn second, then the average speed is given by sigma si by nt, or that is equal to s1 plus s2 and so on sn by nt. And if v1, v2 and etc. vn are the velocities traveled in the time intervals t1, t2, etc. tn, then what is average speed or average velocity? So then the average speed is given as, so average speed is equal to same total distance by total time so this is nothing but sigma si by sigma ti. So but here the velocity is given, so instead of si we know s is equal to vt, so this can be written as sigma vi ti, of course I is equal to 1 to n divided by sigma ti. And if same, if t1 is equal to t2 is equal to tn is equal to t, let us consider, then this becomes equal to, then the average speed becomes equal to is equal to sigma vi by sigma t. So tt get cancelled, then we get this is equal to v1 plus v2 etc. plus vn by n. So this is the average speed. That means if we consider the total distance from A to B as s and the time as t, and it travels first half of the time with a velocity v1 and the remaining half of the time with a velocity v2, then the average velocity nothing but v1 plus v2 by 2. So that means the first part, half of the part is traveling with a velocity v1, first half of the time is traveling with a velocity v1, and second half of the time is traveling with a velocity v2, then the average velocity is v1 plus v2 by 2. And 1/3 of the time is traveling with a velocity v1, and the second 1/3 is traveling with a velocity v2, and the last 1/3 is traveling with a velocity v3, then this becomes v1 plus v2 plus v3 by 3. So this is a general expression. So we may consider n is equal to 2 or n is equal to 3 etc. So when we have to use this formula, so only if the total time is t and first half of the time is traveling with a velocity v1 and the remaining half of the time is velocity. Only when the times is happen, then we have to use the equation V average is equal to V1 plus V2 and so on Vn by n. So this is the case when the times is happen. So what happen if we make the distance as half? So let us see that. So now let us see what is the average speed. If it travels a distance of s1, s2, etc. Sn with the velocities v1, v2 and so on vn. So the average speed is nothing but total distance by total time. So which is equal to sigma Si divided by sigma Ti. So we know S is equal to Vt. So instead of T you can write S by V. So V average becomes equal to sigma Si by sigma. So in the place of T we are writing Si by Vi. So then we Si get cancelled. Then we get V average as, so 1 by n divided by sigma 1 by Vi. And if we cross multiply, then we get n by V average is equal to sigma 1 by Vi. So this is the general formula. That means if a body travels like this and if it makes half of the distance with a velocity v1 and the remaining half of the distance with a velocity v2, then the average velocity becomes equal to, so 2 by V average is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2, or in other words V average is equal to 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. So from this formula only we are getting, so that means V by V n by V average is equal to, so sigma is nothing but 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 up to 1 by Vn. So if n is made taken into two equal parts, so n is 2, then becomes 2 by V average is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. And if you make the three parts, so first 1/3, second 1/3. So first 1/3 of the distance is traveling with a velocity v1, and the second 1/3 is traveling with a velocity v2, and the last 1/3 is traveling with a velocity v3. Then it becomes V average is equal to, or 3 by V average is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3. So this is the case when the distance is made half, and the last class is the case when the time is made half. So whenever the time is made half, then the V average is equal to V1 plus V2 by 2. When the distance is made half, then the V average is equal to 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2.